Meghan Markle and Prince Harry going their separate ways? Well, that's not helping the divorce rumours that are still going around to this day. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much got me eye, and oh my goodness. Yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? Because you guys might be thinking, well, hang on a minute, how are they going their separate ways? What the deuce is going on, Stef? Well, it's this, apparently. The reason Megxie and Hazza are forced to go their separate ways when it comes to work. And the press are calling it, quote, a work divorce. After receiving apparently a lot of negative reception, they've decided to go their separate ways professionally, according to one particular expert. You know, the couple have worked together to become financially independent, signing the deal with Spotify and the contract with Netflix, but yeah, together they're not having that much success in the long term because, you know, that Spotify deal has ended. They were called effing grifters, said that they were of low productivity. And yeah, the Netflix situation, it doesn't look like that's going to work out for them long term, as well as the rumours still persist that Netflix is going to pull the plug on these gruesome, twosome effing grifters, right? And so instead, relationship expert Luella Alderton says that by taking a solo approach to their work, it might be the best route for them. Speaking to the Mirror exclusively, saying Meghan and Harry's decision to go their separate ways work-wise is likely a decision based on the negative reception their joint projects have received so far. After the projects that they embarked on together, like the Spotify deal, which didn't, you know, get them the attention that they wanted, they may have realised that working together professionally might not be the best route for them at this particular time. But it's apparently now a good time for them, according to Luella, to establish their own individual pursuits, saying that they are strategic in their approach to their public image, and this move could be seen as a way for them to have more control over how they're perceived individually. It could also give them the opportunity to explore different interests and passions without being tied to each other's brands or projects, and that working with your partner can also be an intense experience. And, you know, you've got the chance when you're, you know, splitting up work-wise to have new experience outside of each other's shadow. And that this ultimately, in terms of this work divorce situation, could ultimately benefit their marriage. Now, this is the thing, right, guys? I've been saying now for a while, okay, that because these divorce rumours are not letting up in terms of the marriage divorce, right, I really do believe that it's on the cards. I really do believe it's only a matter of time before these two get divorced. And I've also said that it's only a matter of time until Megxie pushes that button for divorce. I really think she's going to be the one that does it. Why? Because I believe she's trying to set herself up to be able to be financially independent and more popular without having to rely on her association with Prince Harry and the royal family. And let me show you exhibits A to Z on that one. So we have around about a year ago now, Megxie signing with WME, the powerhouse agency in Hollywood. It wasn't Megxie and Hazza that signed with WME, no. It was Megxie herself alone signing with WME. We then have the more recent update from Megxie, where she is now partnering up with podcast provider Lemonada after the end of the Spotify deal. Now, the Spotify deal was a deal between Spotify, Megxie, and Hazza. But oh, look at this. There's a new podcast deal, but it's only between Lemonada and Megxie. Where's Hazza in all of this, right? And wait, there's more, because rumours continue to abound that Megxie wants to return to social media, become this big-time influencer, and return to the TIG. Again, a solo endeavour without Hazza. So for me, this all points to one thing, right? Megsy trying to make it out on her own, trying to get the big bucks in, trying to be more popular than Hazza and the royal family so that then she feels comfortable enough eventually to push the button and divorce Hazza because she won't need him at that point because she can, in theory, right, in her mind, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, bring in the big bucks and be popular without having to rely on being Prince Hazard's wife and being a member of the royal family. Now, this is the thing. This isn't just me that's thinking this, but it's also royal experts as well, such as someone who I highly respect, Angela Levin. She's extensively researched and written about the British royal family for years. And has pointed out that, their departure, the Megxit situation and moving to the US has caused a significant strain on their marriage, saying, I think the marriage is very nearly finished and it will be. She will sort of walk away. Saying to Sky News Australia host Paul Murray that Megsy is never there for Hazza when he needs her the most, pointing towards her not being with him when he promoted the book Spare and he was receiving all that heat, all that backlash from Spare. She was nowhere to be seen, guys. She was silent behind the scenes and leaving him to attend King Charles's coronation all on his lonesome. These are examples, as far as Angela Levin is concerned, of Megsy abandoning him. And yes, I would also say that these are also examples of Megsy abandoning Hazza from a professional perspective as well, not only from a marriage perspective, which is what Angela Levin is pointing out here. She also says, it's very interesting because initially she held one hand with one of her hands and her other hand would be holding his arm so that he couldn't move more than a few inches away from her. She was an absolute limpet, basically, guys. And she was really there hanging on to him. But now she doesn't go where he goes. They're just sort of separated. She's got a new PR person. She goes around in a gold dress. She's hoping to do a TIG again. Sort of suggestions on what you should buy or how you should live. And she's doing all these things while Harry is in the past, is in a very negative state. And he's attacking everybody, trying to get people to give him money. In court, accusing them of saying all sorts of things. And it's very, very sad. Again, Angela Levin is pointing out all of the ways that opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, right? Megsy is abandoning him from a relationship perspective, right? Not being there when he got all that backlash from Spare. Not being there and letting him go on his own for the royal coronation. Not being there more recently when he came over to the UK to visit King Charles soon after his cancer diagnosis was made public, right? That's another example, right? From Megsy abandoning him from like an emotional relationship perspective, right? But guys, it goes deeper than that because here now, as far as I'm concerned, are also examples of Megsy abandoning Prince Hazza now from a professional work perspective. All for the aim of one thing, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, right? Which is she wants to set herself up individually to be able to bring in the big bucks and be popular in her own right so she doesn't have to rely on getting the income in and a popularity based on her relationship with Prince Hazza. Once she knows she can get the big bucks on her own, once she knows she can be popular without having to be married to Prince Hazza and her association with the royal family, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that's when she's going to walk away from Prince Hazza. That's when she's going to hit that divorce button. And headlines like this, which is like reasons why Megsy and Hazza are forced to go their separate ways with work, to me is not dampening down the divorce rumours. If anything, this is just exacerbating them to a next level. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy meltdown on Twitter. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Megsy and Hazza going their separate ways work-wise, and I bet you do, then then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.